Would everyone present in the auditorium please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance, and I invite all who are participating remotely to do the same. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you, everyone. And I'll continue with our agenda, beginning with our roll call. When your name is called, please verbally indicate you are present, and I'll begin with those who are participating remotely. Commissioner Parkins?
Present.
Commissioner Ticky?
Present.
Alternate Commissioner Usel?
Present.
Mr. Pianico, our consultant?
He's not calling in.
Okay, he's not participating. I know he had an appointment this afternoon. And I'll continue our roll call with those in the auditorium. Commissioner Kelly?
Present.
Commissioner Amato? Here. Myself, Commissioner Harger. Mr. Rossetti, our administrator.
Here.
Mr. O'Neill, our assistant administrator and CEO.
Here.
Mr. Nappy, our downtown projects coordinator, just left the room, and he'll be back. Mrs. Bonassos, our recording secretary.
Here.
And for the record, Commissioner Wodanski and alternate Commissioner Laskos are unable to participate in today's meeting. So Commissioner Usel, would you please sit in for Commissioner Wodanski?
Sure.
Thank you. Couple points before continuing with this afternoon's agenda. This is the Commission's 23rd meeting being done via live streaming process. Commissioners participating in person and remotely will be able to make comments throughout the meeting so that we're not all talking across each other. And our recording secretary is clear as to who is speaking. Commissioners are asked to please say Madam Chair and then your name. As soon as the chair recognizes you, you're free to speak. Please be aware that you may hear an echo. Commissioners participating remotely are asked to be aware and remember that microphones on computers will pick up ambient sounds, which will be heard in the auditorium throughout the PA system, including movement of papers, phones ringing, and conversations if others are in the room. So if at all possible and you have the ability to do so, please mute the audio on the computer. We'll begin with agenda item 4, applications for certificate of zoning compliance. Commissioner Amato, I know the zoning subcommittee met to review this, and before we proceed, I just want to bring forward a couple points. And this is regarding application 4673, Victor Catano, 30 Huntington Street. This is a third instance of a sign proposed for the roof of one of the buildings in the Huntington Plaza Shopping Center. Section 44.4.4 of our sign regs do not permit roof-mounted signs. However, after looking at all the signs in all the buildings, it's evident that there are 3 distinct styles for signs at the Huntington Plaza. And I went on Google Maps and printed out the 3 samples. There are roof-mounted signs, signs mounted on the fascia or on the wall, and canopy signs. And until the zoning, unless the zoning subcommittee feels otherwise, I have personal feelings on how the proposed sign should be placed. But I do understand that there's going to be a need to table this particular application, but I do, before I entertain a motion to table, I do want to throw out to the Commission that perhaps this is the zoning subcommittee should look at the sign regs and see if that section 44.4.4 could be, should be modified for any reason. I do remember that regulation, those updated regulations went into effect in 2011, and I do remember the reason why that was written in at that way, because there was apparently someone in town that was abusing the sign regulations, and that was our only way to make sure that that abuse did not continue after that person's business moved. But what is the feeling of other commissioners on having the zoning subcommittee look at modifying the sign regs? And I'll start with Commissioner Amato, since you're the chair.
Well, we did discuss the sign regs in relation to this sign, and we had, 3 of us had met, Ruth and I, and we had pretty much agreed that, there should not go on the roof. However, because of the sign regs and saying it's a new business and now it's time to make a change to make it compliant with the current regs.
Mm-hmm.
Then, Josh very kindly took a drive over to that plaza.
Could you hold the mic up? I'm not hearing you.
Not,
Go ahead.
yeah. So Josh sent us some pictures of, the businesses in that area and behind Huntington Street. And there are a lot of signs on roofs over there, and it looks like those buildings are designed in such a way that probably nothing else would really work. Yeah. So, I don't know, let's say, okay. But why would we table it and not act on it?
We'd like to get some legal advice from
We wanna get-
Mr. Rossetti wants to get some,
Yeah.
advice from Corporation Counsel. What I can say is that the signs that are roof mounted, they're consistent in that the front of the building and the rear of the building are the same. For instance, where Frame Creations and the, Preston Gray is on the front, on the back is the florist, a hair salon, and a nail studio. Then there's in the back where Sassafras is, those are also mounted on the roof. The building where Royal Bakery and Common Bonds is, the front, they're on the flush against the building, and the back of that building has a, balcony on the second floor, and the signs are, again, flush mounted against the edge of the balcony. So that's being consistent. Then we have the building on Huntington Street where Ted's Appliances is located, and that particular, tenant has two canopy signs. The back of the building is Dr. Mangrone and I think a vacant spot right now, but they also have canopy signs. So that building is being consistent in front and back. Diversified Kitchens is in the rear of the whole parking lot. They have a canopy kind of sign on one side. The restaurant around the corner has one, and Diversified also has an angled kind of sign that matches the signs over their windows, attached to the balcony fencing. So, what do other commissioners feel? On the question, should the zoning subcommittee look at amending the sign regs? Commissioner Kelly?
Yeah, a few things on that.
Is that on?
Yeah, it is on.
That's better.
A few things on that particular sign, or that particular development there. Don't forget, that was built, what, in the sixties?
A long time
A
ago.
long time ago, so probably, the regs were not on signs, were not there at the time.
Gotta hold it close.
Okay. So probably the regs were not there at the time, and actually, as I said, where would you put the sign other than on the roof? And also the brackets for the sign, you know, you'd almost have to redo, if you wanted to put it someplace else, you have to take those brackets off. So I personally feel it should just be, you know, grandfathered in and put up there.
Okay. Whoops. Hello? So go ahead, Commissioner Perkins.
With all due respect, I disagree with Commissioner Kelly. You know, there's some of those buildings that are very tastefully signaged, such as the Common Bonds and Royal Bakery with the gooseneck signs. Yes, you are absolutely correct that that development was in there way before the sign regulations were put into place, but the way the sign regulations are worded, it does not allow for the continuation of non-conforming signs. So this is our opportunity to dress that place up a little bit, in terms of, especially, you know, we've got the new housing development, 55 and older, or whatever it is that Mr. Gibbs is putting across the street. You know, it's a very quaint little village, and the signage there is just getting out of control. especially the building where the frame shop is with the windows and frames and all these big signs. There's also monument signs where all the tenants of that building are listed. So there's multiple opportunities. I don't see why the roof signs that are rusted and are just, to me, very distracting for driving by. I understand that businesses are trying to attract attention, but it's not tasteful. I think this is the time that we have an opportunity. If legal opinion agrees with us that this particular sign, because it is a new business, does not conform to the new regulations, I think we have a standing, but I think that a legal opinion is due.
I understand your point. I just want to make sure that everyone understands when I said that this is the third instance. The first instance, as far as I can determine, was Frame Creations, when they, from the rear of the building up to the front, and took over the dry cleaners space. I don't ever remember the signs that they put up ever coming before the commission for approval. And they have on Facebook, they noted that they moved officially November 30th, 2016. So those signs have been up for a good 4 years now. The other one is Preston Gray. So that was approved. And now we have the one that's replacing the Center Deli. So I think we have to put a lot of thought to this, and maybe it's the best approach is to wait until Corporation Council comes back with a recommendation. I just want to make sure everybody understands, what's our place if it shows that there's two instances where there are roof-mounted signs, and we haven't issued a cease and desist order, and we denied this one, and the tenant, with the approval of the landlord, goes ahead and puts it up. What are we going to be able to do to remedy it? I don't know if there is a remedy if we don't get the cooperation from the applicant or the tenant. The tenant or the landlord.
Getting a judgment by Corporation Council is the way to go.
Yeah.
That's, if it turns out we really can't deny it, then that's that. But we also object to color, and especially if it's going to be a big sign on the roof.
Mm-hmm.
Thought it was a pretty gaudy looking sign.
Yeah, I think we've been advised before that we have no control over color.
Right.
So, yeah, it's,
Why are we having this?
would be my particular, kind of design, but, so is there a motion to table?
We do have some. I mean, there is, in the regulations, it says the sign should work with the building as a whole.
I'd
Color.
have to go through and look.
Well, so when you get the opinion from Corporation Council,
Mhm.
ask them about that as well.
Okay, so after all this discussion, does anyone else want to weigh in? Any other commissioner that's participating remotely have any comments they want to share?
This is Commissioner Ticky.
Go ahead.
This is Commissioner Ticky. I would agree with the comments that were made, and I would be happy if you're looking for a motion to table it.
Okay, and before I accept that, Commissioner Usel, do you have any comments you want to share?
I do agree with all the comments, and I do think it makes sense to, wait for the opinion from Corporation Council.
Okay. All right, so there's a motion from Commissioner Ticky to table. Is there a second?
This is Commissioner Usal. I'll second it.
Okay, Commissioner Usel, Commissioner Amato was speaking as you were, so I'll give the second to her. So on the motion to table, application 4673, on a roll call, Commissioner Kelly?
Aye.
Commissioner Parkins?
Aye.
Commissioner Ticky?
Aye.
Commissioner Amato?
Aye.
Commissioner Usel?
Aye.
And the chair votes aye, so the motion has passed 6-0 to table. And staff will report back when they have some information to share. Next agenda item is new business, and we have 3 new applications which we can't accept for review at this time, with the public hearing dates to be determined by staff and indicated at, an upcoming meeting. The first is application 20-27, Vista Apartments LLC at 1039 Howe Avenue for a special exception in a CA3 zone for Phase 2 of the Vista Apartments on 1.93 acres for 28 residential units with 57 parking spaces. Is there a motion to accept this particular application for review? Motion from Commissioner Kelly, is there a second? Second. Second
Commissioner
from
Ticky will
Commissioner
second.
Amato. Okay, on a roll call vote on the, application to accept for review from Commissioner Kelly, seconded by Commissioner Amato. Commissioner Kelly?
Aye.
Commissioner Parkins?
Aye.
Commissioner Ticky?
Aye.
Commissioner, Amato? Commissioner Usel?
Aye.
Okay, and the chair votes aye. So the motion to accept application 20-2 for review is, accepted,
2020.
as passed. I mean, 20-27, sorry, I got a typo. I got the wrong thing. Okay, next agenda item is application 20-22. Is
No.
there a question?
I didn't know if you had a move to set a public hearing date by motion or not.
No, the staff needs to, look at this upcoming schedule, and then we'll, vote on that, his recommendations. So, next agenda item is B, application 20-22, Canal Park Royal, 123 Canal Street for a special exception in a riverfront district zone for a 5-story mixed-use building with 13,500 square feet of retail, 80 residential units, and 183 parking spaces on 1.68 acres. Is there a motion to accept for review?
I'll make a motion.
Motion from Commissioner Kelly to accept for review. Is there a second?
Commissioner Ticky will second.
Thank you, Commissioner Ticky. So on the motion to accept application 20-22, for review by Commissioner Kelly, seconded by Commissioner Ticky, and a roll call, Commissioner Amato?
Aye.
Commissioner Usel?
Aye.
Commissioner Ticky?
Aye.
Commissioner Parkins?
Aye.
And Commissioner Kelly?
Aye.
And the chair votes aye. Motion to accept 20-22, passed 6-0. Our last agenda item is item, C, application 20-25. Staff has informed me that that particular application is not ready to be accepted, so we'll continue on. And to next agenda item, other business.
Do we need a need a motion to table that for review, acceptance?
No, because we haven't accepted it.
Okay. Enough.
Okay, so on the first item, agenda item under other business is comments from the chair and the subcommittee chairs. I do not have any further comments about anything at this time. Commissioner Kelly, do you have any comments?
Yeah, I'm gonna turn it over to Mr. Knapp.
Okay, Mr. Nappy is, gonna take it.
Let me apologize. The information that I have came in today and did not have time to put it or scan it, which we will do right after this meeting. But it's the final plans of the Derby Shelton Bridge, which is the $7 to $9 million project, which will carry traffic over to Derby, from Derby to Shelton. So I will pass them out to the people that are live here, and we'll scan it out to everyone else. There's no action required, it's just information.
Anything else, Mr. Nappy?
Yes, if there's any comments by next meeting, we could, we'll just put it on the agenda. If you can pass those down.
Elaine? Is that the same?
Here, they're all set. Does everyone have one?
Yeah.
That's all I have, Madam Chair.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Nappy. Commissioner Amato, did you have a question?
I just wondered how they're gonna fit this on the bridge.
I think we'll be able to discuss that at our upcoming meeting when it's on the agenda. So, staff, could you please make sure that we have an agenda item for this at some point in the future? Commissioner Mott, any other comments regarding the zoning subcommittee? No? Okay. All right, next agenda item, I'm going to take out of order is item C. We're going to jump from A to C. Approval of minutes, October 28th, 2020. When these minutes were on the November 24th, 2020 agenda for approval, Commissioner Parkins had a question about a portion of the old business minutes for application 20-12, Good Guys Development. The minutes for that section state, quote, and the P&Z Commission requested that Santos Plaza widen the area of Petromont Lane adjacent to the entrance and exit driveway as a condition if approved, close quote. The site plan application for Santos Plaza, located at 495 River Road and the corner of Petromont Lane, was approved May 9th, 2006, and an improvement of a portion of Petromont Lane was a condition of approval for that application. Any further improvements to Petromont Lane would fall on the applicant for application 20-12, if so decided by the Planning and Zoning Commission. So, want to make sure that clarification is understood by everyone. Does any commissioner have any question regarding that particular clarification? Okay, hearing no questions, is there a motion then to approve the October 28th, 2020 minutes?
Next, there's just a word to be changed, I believe. Three, first paragraph, towards the end of that first paragraph, Mr. Canico said that there is a predominant presence for a two-way traffic flow. I think that's preference.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So, in this section for, under old business, section A, application 20-12, third paragraph, the last sentence.
That paragraph.
I'm sorry?
The last sentence.
Yeah, the last sentence in that paragraph says, Mr. Panico said that there is a predominant presence for two-way traffic flow, and I believe Commissioner Amato is correct, a predominant preference for a two-way traffic flow.
Picky, I know.
Okay. Anything else on the October 28th minutes that we should clarify? Okay, so is there a motion to approve the October 28th minutes?
Commissioner Parkins will move that.
Okay, Commissioner Parkins. Commissioner Amato, do you want a second? Okay, Commissioner Amato, a second. So on the motion to approve the October 28th minutes made by Commissioner Parkins, seconded by Commissioner Amato. Commissioner Amato?
Aye.
Commissioner Usel?
Aye.
Commissioner Ticky?
Aye.
Commissioner Kelly?
Aye.
And Commissioner Parkins?
Aye.
And the chair votes aye. Okay, now we're going to go up to other business item B, and that's just an indication that the November 18th and November 24th special meeting minutes are available for review on the city's website, and I believe they should be on the December 18th agenda for approval, so please make sure that you are familiar with those. Seeing that there's no other business on the agenda, is there a motion to adjourn? There's a motion to adjourn from Commissioner Kelly. Is there a second?
I'll second it, Commissioner Usel.
Commissioner Usel, was that you?
It was, yes.
Okay, thank you. And on the motion to adjourn from Commissioner Kelly, seconded by Commissioner Usel. Commissioner Parkins?
Aye.
Commissioner Ticky?
Aye.
Otto? Aye. Commissioner Usel?
Aye.
Commissioner Kelly?
Aye.
And chair votes aye, motion is passed 6-0. And the meeting stands adjourned as of 4:58 p.m. Thank you, everyone.
Happy holidays.
Thank you.
Okay, we do have a meeting coming up, so keep an eye out for these.
Little premature, but just in case.
Okay. Better safe than sorry, right?
Right, that's right. You never know when this year what's going to happen.